Hi everyone, I'm Sinéad and welcome to this Pilates at home session. All you need is yourself and a mat, and if you're lucky, a quiet space. I'm going to start off today in all fours. So coming onto your hands and your knees, spreading through those fingers with the middle fingers facing forward, and your knees are hip distance apart. So have a look between your legs. There should be a gap between your knees and you shouldn't be able to see your feet. Your feet should be in line with your knees. So we're going to move from the pelvis. As you inhale, you're going to tuck the tail without any movement or very little movement from the upper body. So your ribs are coming closer to your hips are coming closer to your ribs. And as you exhale, release, creating a dip in the lower back and the bum is coming up. So breathing in, tucking the tail under, your bum is trying to disappear into your posterior pelvic tilt. As you exhale, moving into your anterior pelvic tilt, that dip created in the lower back, shortening of the lumbar spine, creating a bigger gap between your ribs and your hips. Breathe in, tuck the tail under, lengthening, stretching through the lower spine. As you exhale, shortening through the lower spine and creating a larger gap between the ribs and the hips. Breathe in, tuck through the tail. You should feel a slight tightening in the waist and the tummy muscles as you do this. A strong feeling in the core. It's a safer place to move in that posterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, releasing. Let's do one more. Breathe in, tuck the tail. Feel the tightening in the core, the shortening in the waist, the lengthening in the spine. And exhale, release. Shortening in the spine, lengthening in the waist, bum up in the air. So relaxing through the neck, just maybe move your chin from one shoulder to the other, feeling a stretch in one side of the neck and then in the other. Come back to center, bring your chin to your chest and then lift the chin up. Don't go too far. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth, coming back to that Pilates breath. Breathing in, tuck the chin in and exhale, release. So we're going to move from the lower part of your body again. So push into the hands. Slight protraction of those shoulder blades. They're moving further apart. Engage through the tummy muscles. Get your pelvic tilt. So you're not coming too far into that posterior pelvic tilt, but something you can hold throughout the exercise. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed between the upper and the lower part of your body as much as you possibly can. As you inhale, you're going to slide that right leg out straight, lift it up in line with your bum. As you exhale, you're going to lower it down underneath that right hip. Inhale, left leg slides out and lifts up. Exhale, bring it back down. Breathe in, slide, lengthen, lift. Exhale, lower back down. So there will be a little bit of movement in the body, but as much as you possibly can, keep the rest of the body silent or still. Inhale, slide, lengthen, squeeze through the glutes, the hamstrings. Exhale, bring it back. Breathe in, slide and lengthen. And exhale. One more time. Breathe in, right leg, slide, lift it up. And exhale, bring it back. And the left leg, we're going to add the arms for swimming on all fours. And exhale. So bring that left arm into it. Slide and lengthen, left arm, right leg. Trying to get your left bicep by your ear. Bring everything back to place. Right arm, left leg, lengthen and lift. Keep your shoulder away from your ear. Trying to aim to get your bicep by your ear. Breathe in and breathe out. Adding some shoulder action. You're going to flip the palm in. So the fingernails are facing out. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in, slide and lengthen. And exhale. Most people find it easier to lift the leg high, but see if you can keep or lift your arm higher, getting your bicep right beside your ear. The neck is in line with your spine. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Right arm, left leg. And breathe out. Taking a little break here. Reach your hips back to your heels. Take a deep breath in. Push the fingertips. Push the hands into the floor. Your armpits, you're kind of pressing them down towards your thighs. As you exhale now, come back into all fours. We're going to do a half plank. So walk your hands forward. Before you bring your bum with you, slide the knees back a little bit. Tuck the tail, that posterior pelvic tilt, and then bring those hips forward, keeping the tilt in your pelvis. Squeeze through the glutes, engage through the core, push into the hands to get that protraction of the shoulder blades. Deep breath in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale out. 2 more breath cycles, just holding this position. Inhale and exhale out. Squeeze through those glutes. Last one, deep breath in and breathe out. Bend through the elbows, lower the chest all the way down onto the mat. Moving your forearms out to the edges of the mat. Maybe even go a little bit wider. Give your chest lots of room. Palms of the hands, forearms, elbows resting. Press the front of the feet into the floor. Feel those kneecaps lift. The hips, the pubic bone, glue them to the mat. So that triangular shape does not lift off the floor. Inhale, float the head and the chest up. And exhale, lower down with control. Think of lengthening as you lift up. And exhale, lower down. Lower part of your body is switched on, or it's working just being here, but there's tension in the muscles. Inhale and exhale, lower down with control. Breathe in, lift up, find length, and breathe out. 2 more like this. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out. Last one, breathe in, we lift up, and breathe out. Flip the palms in towards each other, little finger edges pressing into the mat. Breathe in, lift up, feel it in the shoulder blades. Exhale, lower down. This time bring the arms with you. Inhale, keep those palms in, and exhale, lower down. Edges of the little fingers, press them in. Breathe in, and exhale, lower down. Bring them with you. Breathe in, lift up, and exhale, lower back down. Press into the edge. Inhale and exhale, lower. Keep checking in with the lower part of your body. Press the hips, the pubic bone into the mat, the front of the feet. Don't let those feet lift. Breathe in, press into the edge of the hands. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time, breathe in, bring the arms with you. And exhale, lower down. Stack the hands out in front of your forehead. Bend the knees, rest the forehead down. Gently rock from side to side, allowing the weight of the lower part of your legs. Feel the massage on the thighs, on the outside of the thighs, the inside of the thighs. So the lower part of your legs, bring you that bit further. Now you're going to lift the head, lift the chest, keep the feet up, reach back. If you can, take hold of the outside of your feet. Keep the knees in line with the hips and don't bring the knees out too high. See if you can push the hips into the floor, kick into your hands and lift those knees up. Feeling a stretch in the front of the body. Tuck the chin so the neck is an extension of the spine. Keep pushing the hips into the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel yourself lift that bit higher as you inhale into the rib cage. Exhale, kick into the hands. Breathe in, lift. And exhale, kick into the hands. 1 more time, deep breath in. And breathe out. Lower the chest, let go of the legs. Bring the big toes together. Hands out in front, rest the forehead down again. Take a breath here. Exhale, let it go. Coming over into a side sit-up position on your right side. Press the right tricep into the mat, propping yourself up on that right hand, the left hand coming to the back of the head. Press the right side of your rib cage into the floor and bend through that right knee. Engage through the tummy muscles. Hip bones are in line to start with. You're going to lift up through that left leg, flex the foot. We're going to inhale, lift the leg up, not too high, because you want to keep those hip bones in line. Exhale, lower down. Now we're going to change it. Point through the toes, open out through that left hip. So your knee is trying to face up towards the ceiling. Lift up, breathe in, breathe out, lower down. Start again, turn the hip to face forward, flex the foot. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down, hips in line, then point through the toes, outward rotation of that left hip. Breathe in and breathe out. So very slow and controlled movement. Kneecap is forward, inhale, lift, exhale, lower down. Kneecap is up towards the ceiling, outward rotation, inhale and exhale. Breathe in, knee comes forward, flex the foot and lower it down, point through the toes, turn out, breathe in and breathe out. Flex the foot, push away with that heel, inhale, lift, exhale, lower down, point through the toes, outward rotation, lift up and lower down. Keep the tummy muscles strong, the lower part of your body steady and the upper part of your body steady too. So we're lifting, outward rotation, lower down. We're going to do one more set. So flex the foot, kneecap forward, lift up, breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. Kneecap up, point through the toes, lift up and lower down. Bend the knees, stack the hips or stack the knees. Give your hip a little bit of a hit or a rub here. And then we're going to lengthen out through those two legs. Slide forward now with that right leg for full version of side kick. Back in your side sit-up position, point through the left toes. Inhale, swing the leg forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Keep the upper body strong and still. Breathe in, swing the leg forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Press the outer edge of that right foot into the floor. Feel it in the hips, feel it in the glutes, feel it in the hamstrings. Feel it in the tummy as you try and stop the upper body from moving. Breathe in, swing the leg forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Last two, breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. We're going to roll over onto our back now. So bend the knees up towards the ceiling. The feet are flat on the floor. Fingertips to temples, so they're not at the back of the head. The elbows are wide, the chest is open. Feet and knees hip width apart, press the lower back into the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the chest, lift the head up towards the ceiling, and then inhale, lower back down. Breathing out, keep those elbows wide, shoulder blades lift, and then inhale, lower back down. Bring the right leg in into tabletop. Exhale, and inhale, lower. Breathe out, left leg comes up. And inhale, lower. No strain in the neck here. So you're lifting through the head, lifting through the chest, lowering down with control. Don't press the foot into the floor as you lift, or don't press the remaining foot into the floor as you lift. Exhale. And inhale. Breathe out, lift up. And inhale one more time, right side. So fighting to keep the chest open, those elbows out wide. Lower down, last one, breathe out. And inhale. Arms down by your side for a reverse curl. Draw your knees into your chest. Cross the ankles if that's more comfortable for you. We're going to inhale. Try and lift the bum up off the floor. So you're not moving from those legs. There's no flicking out of the lower legs. You're moving from your lower tummy muscles and you're stretching out through that lower back. Keep the length in the neck. Keep your head on the floor. And if you can't get your bum or the lower back off the mat, don't worry. Even the feeling of lifting is working the lower tummy. Breathe in, lift, exhale, lower. Breathe in, lift up, squeeze through the core, exhale, lower. Release the arms, make it more challenging. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down. Breathe in, lift up, exhale, lower down. Last two, we're going to go into double leg stretch. One more time, breathe in, lift. Exhale, lower. Uncross the legs if they're crossed, hands to the shins. Any knee problems to the backs of the legs. Lift the head and the chest, look in between the legs. We breathe in, hug the knees in so tight the bum lifts or wants to. Exhale, we stretch out through those legs, palms facing up, lower back on the floor or as close to it as possible. Exhale, breathe in, hug the knees in. Exhale, we stretch out. Breathe in, hug the knees in. And exhale, stretch, squeeze through those thighs. Inhale, hug the knees in, get the bum lifted. Exhale, stretch and squeeze. Two more, breathe in. And breathe out. Last one, inhale. And exhale, hold it here. We're going to click through those heels. Open, close, as fast as you can. Engage the core, breathe in, breathe out. One more breath cycle. And lower those legs down, release the arms out wide, and just gently move the head from side to side. Let go of any tension in the head, in the neck. Coming into your side sit-up position on your left side now, you're going to bend through that left knee. The hips are in line. Straighten out through that right leg and press the side or the left side of the rib cage into the mat, opening through the chest. We're going to lift up through that right leg now. Flex the foot. Inhale, we lift it up with the hips facing in the same direction. Exhale, lower down. Now point through the toes, outward rotation of that right hip. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Flex the foot, back to the start. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. Point through the toes, turn the right knee up, lift up, and exhale, lower. Flex the foot, hips straight on or hips square, and lower back down. Point through the toes, outward rotation. You don't have to go too far. Just notice the change or the feeling. You can lift that bit higher when you have that outward rotation of the right hip. Point through the toes, inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower down. Hips square, flex, inhale, and exhale, lower down. Point through the toes, we lift up, and exhale, lower down. Flex through the foot, hips square, inhale, lift, and lower down. Breathe in, point, outward rotation, lift, lower down. Flexed, hips in line, lift up, and lower down. Breathe in, point, lift up, and lower down. Flex, lift up, and lower down. One more time, point through the toes, outward rotation, lift, and lower down. Give your hip a little bit of a hit or a rub down if you want to, and you're going to straighten out through that left leg. The right leg is in line again for your full side kick. Press the outer edge of the left foot into the floor. Breathe in, swing that right leg forward, point through the toes. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Upper body stays strong and steady. Press into your left tricep. The left side of the rib cage is glued to the mat. The upper body is steady and still. Breathe in, flexion of that right hip. Exhale, extension. Breathe in, point, and exhale, flex, kick back twice. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, point, kick forward. Exhale, flex, pulse back twice. Breathe in, point, breathe out, flex, pulse back twice. Keep it going. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, point, breathe out, flex, kick back twice. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to roll back onto our back again. And bring the arms out wide, knees and feet are hip width apart, feet flat on the floor. Notice the gap between your lower back and the floor. Try and make it a little bigger. So extension of that lower back. And then we're going to close it down, press the lower back into the floor. So we started off with that pelvic tilt on all fours. And now you can feel the difference when you're lying on your back. You're that little bit more supported. So breathing in, press down. Breathe out, release, lift up. Inhale, we press down, and breathe out, we lift up. Breathe in, press down. Feel the tightening in the waist, and exhale, lift up. Breathe in, press the lower back down, imprinting, and exhale that anterior pelvic tilt. One more, breathe in, press down. And exhale, release. We're going to go a little bit further. So as you press down, going to put some pressure in the feet and lift up into your shoulder bridge. So peel the bum up. Come all the way up onto the shoulders. We're going to hold here for 3 breath cycles. Just feeling the stretch in the front of the body and the glutes. Deep breath in. Breathe out, let go. 2 more, deep breath in. And breathe out, let go. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out, let go. Inhale at the top. And exhale, allow the spine to come all the way down to the mat, bit by bit. And feel the hips go into their natural shape. Thank you for doing Pilates with me. I hope you enjoyed this session. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Maybe leave a comment or a like, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.